Personally, I think I'm doing okay in life. I know people could say that I could be making more money or I could be spending my time better. Look, I've got to do things my way, right? Maybe I'll look back and regret that and say that I wish I took people's advice. Maybe I won't. But if anyone's going to have a meaningful life experience, anyone who's got principles and values and beliefs, they will have to follow their principles and values and beliefs. So as far as I'm standing right now, I think things are going quite alright. I'm building a few businesses, I'm starting to have success with this YouTube channel, and that is an unlimited road. And there's opportunities that are coming off of that, right? Some stuff that I've spoken about, some stuff that I haven't yet. A lot of developments to come as well. So what I'm saying is this. I have a set of goals. And people always ask me, how have I done this and that, right? People say it's almost impossible to make money online. I think it's quite easy. Then people ask me how have I done my eBay store. I've spoken about that in detail, but that's a different topic. People ask me how I can create a YouTube channel like this and have success. Well, I'm going to tell you about how I do all this sort of stuff and how you guys can do it too. And by the way, this is not a finance video. This is not a YouTube how to be a YouTuber. It's not a how to make money on eBay. It's none of that sort of stuff. It's a core principle of life that will help you in any regards. Talking fitness, talking exercise, talking, I don't know, social confidence, any of this sort of stuff will be helped by this, I think. So the question about success and how to become successful in your own eyes, because again, you can't take success through the eyes of others. That will lead to misery, because your idea of success is probably not the same as mine. But when we establish what success looks like, why are we not achieving it? And I think it's because people do not understand. Dreams are dreams for a reason, right? There are absolute wants, our absolute desires, our deepest passions and aims. They're therefore probably quite challenging, because unfortunately as humans, we take the stuff that we've got or that we know that we can have for granted. Most people do. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. So with that being a bit of context, dreams are therefore going to be hard to get to, right? If you want that supercar, expensive, hard to get the money. If you want your own house, same thing. You want to get muscle in the gym, how many months is that going to take of eating properly, sleeping right, training? Life's challenging, right? That's a fact. So whatever your goal is, it's going to be hard to get, probably. And this is a bit of context for what we're going to be discussing, because if you want to achieve something in life, you've got to prove it. Not to me, not to you, to the world. And what I mean by this is the world is a results-based place, right? And it depends on what the topic is, obviously, but for most things, there is an element of competitiveness. I'm going to use money, not because this is a money video, because I don't want to necessarily talk about that, but for an example. Let's say that I'm selling a product, right? My aim is to make profit. But if someone else is selling the product better, cheaper, easier, whatever, people might shop with them, meaning that I'll make less profit, so my goal's more unobtainable. And the world's like that for everything, right? There's always going to be someone who's got more money than you, always someone who's got more muscle, nicer car, whatever, all that sort of things, all those sort of things. So if that's the world that we live in, you need to establish the fact that this is a competitive game, and you can win. So how do you then climb to the top of your chosen industry, or your chosen market, or whatever it is, right? How do you get that goal? You really have to work towards it, right? Long-term progression. Now, I can't give exacts because it's going to vary from person to person, as you'd expect. But dreams are not easy. I give the example of this YouTube channel. Look at how many videos it's taken me to get to just under 2,000 subscribers. It's now really been worth it because I'm starting to make money and I'm starting to get great comments from people and people are liking the mission. But it took 300 videos, over 300 days of uploading. Barely any views, little to no views, couple of views sometimes. That's how it works, right? That's just YouTube for an example. And how do you stay with that? Now, this is what I've said in the past. I think you've got to be, arguably, a little bit mad to do it, to be successful, to achieve your goals. Because I was speaking to a friend about this the other day, and she was telling me about this and that, and then maybe this will happen, maybe. And I was just there like, this is unrealistic. Maybe is not how things in your control work. You've got to make them work. And that's why I think you've got to be a bit mad. Because most people are along those lines of well, maybe this will happen and maybe I might get that. But if you're waiting maybe, there's a slim chance that you might and a high chance that you won't, because the world works out in what's best for itself. Again, in a competitive game, people are looking out for themselves, and if you're not willing to put in the hard work, someone else will be, and you'll get beat out. So the chance that you'll get what you want is slim. It just is. So with that being the context, why do you have to be crazy? Because you've got to be able to be the hardest working player, or the smartest working player, or the person who believes that, irrespective of the conditions and the market and the times, they can win. Like I say, the thing that kept me uploading 300 plus videos is knowing that I can do something. And it's the thing that keeps me uploading day after day after day. I know I can do something with this channel. But I've still got to be a bit crazy, because now I'm only getting a couple of 100 views. It's not making any money, let's not lie. Why am I doing it? Because I really want this. I really need this. And then people will look back and say, how have you done this? How are you so successful? I need this. And you've got to need it too. Need it. Now it's hard because dreams are dreams, and therefore they're often not needed. Most people, fortunately, have a comfortable enough life, enough food, enough water, clean, safe place to sleep, friends, family, whatever. So most people don't need much more. But you have to want what you want very much. You've got to show up every day on days that you don't want to, on days that you don't feel like it. You've got to put the work in 100%, 110%, as much as you can. And it doesn't mean that, well, I don't know what it means, because everyone's dreams are different. But what I mean is this. Do you want to achieve? Because I don't want to hear from others, and also I don't hear it from myself, because I would never allow myself to do it. Maybes and that sort of thing, because it will not happen. The way to make your dreams realize is to realize that you need to realize your dreams. I think that makes sense, right? You need to make your dreams real. Realize that you need to make your dreams real. So that is probably a bit of a challenge, because now you're faced with a monumental uphill battle, which can be a challenge in itself. But this is just the world that we live in. Look, I don't know what the goal is. I can only give my goals, because probably tens, if not hundreds, if not thousands of people will watch this video. I don't know what all of your goals are. I can only speak about mine. They're the ones that I know the most. If I want to make a YouTube channel, upload every single day, see where you get on. If you want to make sales online, start listing items every single day, listing more platforms, more places, build more income, grow your income, build new businesses, go to the gym more. That's my sort of thing. Because that's what you got to do, right? And you've got to really do it. Weeks off, not good enough. And I think a lot of people, specifically young people mainly, because they don't have the experience, they think things will magically just come to them one day, and one day I'm going to be 30 and I'm going to have a Ferrari and it's going to be great. How? Because if you're broke now, you're not doing anything to make that dream come to actualization. Sitting there, putting in enough willpower isn't enough. You will get overtaken by someone who wants it more. And I don't know if it's money, I don't know if it's just building up yourself in confidence, in the gym, whatever. But you need to put the work in, right? Because when you're an adult, the responsibility, the onus of everything that is in your life is on you. And this is why you've got to be crazy. You've got to be mad and want it like you need it. You've got to want it as much as you want to eat your next meal, right? I can't miss many days, a week, a year of uploading videos because I want this channel to succeed. I can't miss many days of listing on eBay because I want to see my sales increase, because I want things. I want to travel. I want freedom. I want more money. So how can I give up, right? And then other people, I've made a video on this slightly similar, so this is arguably a part 2. But then people will be like, oh, you're lucky at the end of the day. Look, if you start getting to work with your tasks, right? Let's say your dream is to own a small brand. When you realize how much of an uphill struggle it is, you will be tested. You really will. Because you'll be asked by the universe, by the world, perhaps by God. I don't know, it depends what your beliefs are. You'll be asked if you're up to it. Week after week, day after day. And if you're not, and if you really don't want it, market forces will take over. Well, the market says that someone else is more competitive. Sorry, you're not going to get it. You're not going to earn this amount of money to have this car. You're not going to make these friends because, time and the place is gone. Can't talk to that girl anymore. All that sort of stuff is going to happen if you don't really want it. Because another thing that seems to trap people over years is not realizing the long-term consequences of their actions today. Like I say, people say in the comment section that I am naive and that one day I'll be old and broke because I'm trying all my own businesses. Whatever, look, that's fine. You can't please all the people all the time. I don't want to. But what I'm saying is this. I know what I want to achieve, and I don't care if people think that I can or can't. And I don't care if I can or can't. I really do believe that I can, so why would I care if I can't when I really think I can? So I know what I want to achieve, and I know how to do it. It's hard work every day. So success is a difficult journey, whatever success looks like for you. But do you really want it? Because again, you put your work in for the first week or two, a lot of people will get burnt out, and they'll probably then be left questioning whether they ever wanted it, because it's going to be a challenge. Are you willing to show the world, the universe, yourself, what you can do, your excellence? But are you ready for the stresses and challenges that come with that? Because again, dreams stay dreams unless you work towards them. And because they are dreams, the upmost, deepest desires in our souls, they are not easy to obtain. Take the challenge if you want. I recommend that everyone does. I'm doing it myself, right? I am now at a point where I'm making a nice amount online. People say I should make more, whatever. I'm growing my income. We were up about 30 or 40% last month in terms of profits. So that's good. And I want to see that continue. So I'm on my way to achieving my dreams, man. I don't mind if people say that I'm not, or if they don't think that I am. I think that I am. And I know that I am. Because I can do it. So there's that. But don't look to me, right? Because my dreams are mine, your dreams are yours. But if you're going to achieve anything, you're going to face a lot of challenges. And therefore, it's going to really test you. And that's going back on the point that I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago. That's why it's almost like you've got to be crazy. Because what sort of a mad person is going to persist, going to bet all of their money, not necessarily, for argument's sake, put all of their chips on something that's high risk to have a chance of achieving their dreams? A lot of people are going to go, no, it's too difficult. That's a common one, isn't it? Hey, so-and-so, you say you hate your job. Have you tried this? No, it's too difficult. Or too risky. But you're in a job that you hate, and you've got no way of getting out of it, ever. Well, it's too risky to try. What do you want then? You don't want anything. You can't want anything. Because if you wanted stuff, you'd work towards it. Most people don't want it enough, man. It's just a fact. I don't like the fact, but it is a fact. Because if they did, they'd be on the road to it. No one's saying it's going to be easy. You're going to be challenged by the universe, the world, perhaps by your friends and family. There'll be people who don't believe in you. There'll be people who don't believe in your mission. And that's okay. Like I say, you can't please all the people all the time. But your dreams are yours. They're unique to you. No one is coming to make your dreams happen. And that's probably the harshest fact to realise, right? Again, this idea of, well, maybe this might happen, then maybe I might get... You know how many things would have to align correctly for maybe you to get this job, and then maybe you to get this promotion, and then maybe if you're lucky, you'll get... It's not realistic. Because so many things would have to go right, and you will have put in no effort, right? I've said it before, the harder you work, the luckier you get, whether that's in terms of money, the gym, just being a mentally sound person, right, to be honest. The harder you work to achieve the goals, the easier they get, the more lucky you get towards achieving them. If you show up to something 10 times a day, for 10 days in a row, you'll be much more likely to see what you want, achieve what you want, get what you want, meet who you want, do what you want, than the person who showed up once in a month, right? Think about how much more chances you will have. And this is what I mean. It's a long road ahead for me, and I'm already on the road, right? I'm fairly deep into it in the sense that this YouTube channel is coming together nicely. YouTube is only one of my things, but bear in mind, so that's good as well. I've got more stuff growing, but I'm still at the early stages. And it's challenged me a number of times, right? And it will continue to challenge me. There will be days where I don't feel as strong as I could, but I've got to carry on. Because there's no alternative. Well, I suppose there is an alternative, but the alternative is being standard. So if you want to be standard, not try and not achieve your dreams, that's okay. That's genuinely fine, right? I've got no problem with that at all. I think no one should have a problem with that. Unless it's not going to fulfill you. And being as we have these dreams anyway, probably not achieving them would not fulfill us, or would make us feel unfulfilled. Which arguably is more of a reason to work hard on these facts. I can't tell people what to do, and I wouldn't want to. I've said this enough times, I don't want to tell anyone what to do. But if there is a bit of information that I can share, I'd be more than happy to. I'm realising a few things as life goes on. I want to share it both for others and for myself. And what I'm saying here is this. There's always a player who's better than you. But your job is to eliminate as many players as possible. Be the strongest. Be the most hardworking. Be the smartest. You need to want this now. Because whatever age you are, it's not coming. The car's not coming, the girl's not coming, the house isn't coming, the career's not coming, whatever it is, it's not coming. You've got to go and look for it. And that should start now, if it hasn't already. A difficult uphill battle, but why not give it a go? Why not give it a go? Because what's the alternative? That you're going to be stuck having not tried, never knowing? I don't know, maybe that's okay for some people, but I could say one thing, it could never be me. I just couldn't do it. But, I don't know. I think a lot of people will agree. But it should be a wake-up call, realising for people, yeah, my dream is far, far away. But that doesn't mean it's unobtainable. It just means that I need to work super hard and super fast to get there in a single lifetime. Make it happen, guys. We all want things. We all aim for big aspirations, but sitting there doing nothing is delaying you more and more. Thank you for watching this video up until this point. If it was of value, let me know in the comments. And I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now, and see ya.